What is something that you are determined not to buy this year? Let's see what the Frugal Fit Mom is not buying in 2025 and see if I will be doing the same.
I will not be buying in 2025. Number one is home organization items. Here's what I've learned over the last 4 years of decluttering my house is it's not that you don't have the right containers to organize. You think if I get this container, I'll be organized. Or if I get the clear acrylic from Home Edit, I'll be organized. I can have a fully restocked fridge organization. Then if I have the right tool, then I will be organized. My friend, that is a lie. You need to declutter more. That's what I've learned. I've been decluttering for years at this point.
Well, I'm not sure I should show you my room because it's highly disorganized. Okay, I might actually be buying some organizational devices in 2025 because I have all these clothes that I got for free for my kids, and they're in sizes that are too big. And so they're just kind of sitting in a big pile, and I need to do something about them that doesn't involve making a larger pile. So I definitely need some organization in my life, and I don't actually have that many cute little boxes, even though I kind of think I need cute big boxes at this point. But I do think that decluttering is a more effective way of organizing in general. But life is definitely complicated when you have little kids. You have lots of little kids. I have 3 little kids. They're always changing sizes. So it's not like I necessarily have too many things. It's just that we're not using all of the things at this exact moment. When everyone is a grown-up, they're in their final size, yeah, you can really pare down on the things that you have. But if you're in a young kid era and people are growing out of things all the time, or your body is changing with having a baby, you kind of need a lot of things, and it's not as though you have too many things.
Number two, sweatshirts. This entire shelf is sweatshirts. Oh, wait, do I have another one right here? Oh, wait, do I have another one right here?
I try to be really conscious about this. I really love water bottles or sweatshirts from Disneyland. And we were just there and I'm like, oh, look at this fun thing. I could use it. It's a useful item. I should get it. And I'm like, well, I already have 5 sweatshirts. I don't need any more. I don't have quite as many as she does. But we all have that tendency be like, oh, it's new, it's fresh, it's pretty, it's whatever it is. But like, we don't actually need that many of any one item, and they actually do last a long time. So that sweatshirt that I have will probably last me for 10 years, and then I should replace it. My tennis shoes will probably last me another 5 years, and then I should replace them. I shouldn't replace them too early. I shouldn't replace them before they're really worn out, and I don't really actually need 2 versions of the same thing.
Exercise shoes. Now, I do know it's important to rotate your running shoes every several hundred miles, which is great. Here's one of my pairs. I have 2 more downstairs. It's also important to rotate your trail running and hiking shoes. Oh yeah, I have 3 of those as well.
Every item that we have extra unnecessary duplicates means we spent extra unnecessary money. And that's the main thing that I'm trying to avoid by not having that many shoes, that many sweatshirts. The other thing is that you don't have to wash or put away sweatshirts that you don't own. And if you know anything about me, you would know that I hate putting away laundry. So that is a major bonus for me. Less items to hang up.
How about no more styling tools? I have a hairdryer, a wand,
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
and a straightener. What else could I possibly need? There's no reason to get any more hair tools. This is it. This is all I need.
Okay, I might buy hair appliance this year. I do already have the standards, the blow dryer, the straightener, and the curler, but they make this crimper thing, and I kind of want to try it. Sometimes you spend your fun money on things that are totally unnecessary, and then you just enjoy them and have all the fun.
Not be buying any more small kitchen appliances. I don't think I have a lot of them until I start pulling them out to cook. But between the griddle and the mixer and the ice cream maker and the candlestick maker, no.
What sort of man is he, Miss Dashwood? Butcher, baker, candlestick maker?
I've had this air fryer since 2017 or 2018. This guy, well, it was part of recall, so this one's newer, but oh, it's chipped right there. But it works just fine. There's no need to upgrade for the sake of upgrading. But I will add to this that if you have a small kitchen appliance that you don't use on the regular, I would just get rid of that garbage.
I also think we may have too many kitchen appliances, but I kind of think we have a happy medium now. So we have all the categories that we need. So the only thing that would make me buy a new one is if something broke. So our waffle iron broke, and so we bought a new waffle iron. But that doesn't kind of count in the same way because it's not a new addition to everything. It's one out, one in. And I don't even have an ice cream maker, even though I feel like that would be pretty fun.
This is my jewelry box. My parents got it for me when I was 14 years old, and I never open it. I'm a pretty simple girl. I'm not buying jewelry this year. Look, I have these necklaces that I wear every single day, and then I have these earrings from James Avery, these studs, and there's my wedding ring. It's a silicone band because I can wash dishes with this on. I can work out with this on.
I identify with the silicone ring thing. You also can't scrape anything or anyone if you're not wearing your diamond ring. So I have been wearing a silicone ring for years now. I do enjoy wearing earrings. I don't normally buy them for myself. My husband buys them for me and I wear them for all my videos. And I normally wear earrings like every day. So that is something that I enjoy and it's a fun gift for me. But technically, I will not be buying any earrings this year.
Bottled water. I'm no expert. I'm going to admit quite a bit of ignorance when it comes to the plastics leaching into the water that we're drinking. I don't know. Is that a thing? It feels like something I should be worried about. Number two, it's the expense of buying it. It's not a ton, but it does add up over time. Third, I have a lot of questions about recycling. Are they actually recycling the plastic even if I'm doing my part? I don't know. There's been stories. Will not be buying bottled water of any way, shape, or form, especially when I have reusable bottles up the actual wazoo here at my house.
So we definitely don't drink out of single-use water bottles every day, but they're so handy for trips or emergency water in the car. And when you're running around doing a million things, you have little kids, it's just convenient sometimes. But everyone has their own dedicated water bottle. It's another one of those things I try not to overbuy. So everyone kind of has one main water bottle to their name. And then we just fill that up from the fridge. And then we don't have to buy water bottles on the regular. And I'm kind of particular about my water bottles because I want to be able to clean them thoroughly. So all the kids have stainless steel water bottles that you can easily clean with a bottle brush. And those are definitely more pricey. And that's another reason not to have a million of them.
Seasonal decorations. Obviously, I have some already, but all of my Christmas decorations can fit into 2 bins, which means I don't have to store them over the year. And if you go with some pretty basic colors like red goes a very, very long way when it comes to making an impact on your decorations without accumulating a large amount of them. Don't get me wrong, I love them. If I had a huge storage space and I knew how to do it that well, I would probably decorate for every single holiday.
I kind of disagree with this one, but to each his own. I know some people are super into decorating and some people aren't. And I'm into decorate if you think it's fun. So some years I've done a lot of decorating and we're finding fun things and we're enjoying whatever season it is. And some years I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Maybe we'll put up a few things. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't spend any money. It's all about, who wants to actually do the decorating and how much effort they want to put into it. So for us this last Christmas, it was right before the baby came. We went and bought extra blow-ups and extra lights, and we just had a total blast decking out the house for Christmas before the baby came, and it was fun. And that's the whole point, right? It should be fun for us, and we should enjoy it, and the kids should enjoy it. So that's kind of what we did, and that's kind of what we did last year. And that doesn't mean the next year needs to look exactly the same. It doesn't even mean we have to get out all our decoration. I'm just not into decoration pressure. So it's more about whatever you're feeling. My one stipulation about decorations is that they're kind of compact. So if you buy a blow up, they get really small and they go in a small box because I don't have a ton of storage space either. But I'm not buying one of those metal deers that you mount on your roof because I know that it will be difficult to put away.
Pots and pans in 2025. First of all, I have enough. Second of all, if you invest in a really high quality pot and pan, it will last you north of 20 years. You don't have to re-buy new ones every year, every 6 months. The times that we do are when we purchase like the Caraway, and then they stain over time. They just don't last the test of time.
Has been a big pain point for us. And I think this year also, we're going to try not to buy any more pans because we've been working on our pan game so that we don't have to replace them all the time. So those non-stick pans, they become not non-stick so fast. It's so annoying. And I know that the non-stick coating can be bad for you and stuff. So we've kind of moved to, we have a cast iron pan, and then we have some stainless steel pots, which should last forever. And then we often bake things in the oven, like in a 9x13 or on a cookie sheet or something like that. And then that non-stick part that makes you keep buying pans and pans and pans, that doesn't happen. I just hated the fact that we needed a new $40 pan every 6 months if we were going to have some sort of nonstick pan. Now we're thinking we kind of need one nonstick pan for cooking eggs, and then the rest of the time we can use the slightly stickier pans and it will be fine.
I will not be buying books in 2025. First of all, because my mom buys a lot of them. So sometimes I go over and I'm like, oh, hey, mom, you bought more novels. And she's like, I couldn't help it. So I can borrow them. That's the point, is you can borrow them. There's this amazing resource called a library. Have you heard of it?
So I haven't been much of a library user. So if I want to read something, I'm probably going to buy it. But this year I am focusing on not buying books because I want to spend more time taking the actions to get to my goals as opposed to reading about how other people have gotten to their goals. And I think this over analysis, over research is something that happens to a lot of us, and it prevents us from actually moving forward to what we actually want to do because we're busy researching one more option, one more idea. But really, we need to get out there and start trying things, failing, trying again, and finding something that works for us. So after I spend my day trying to take action towards my goals, I kind of just run out of time and I need to sleep. And I also have a 10-week-old baby. So yeah, I need to sleep. And that means I'm not reading a book. I'm just sleeping.
Also, won't be buying dryer sheets. I have found that dryer sheets, they smell too much. They leave a film on your clothes so they don't get clean as well. And if you get a high quality laundry soap, like something like this, or Tide, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of bleach, that's all you need in your laundry room. You don't need dryer sheets. And those dryer balls, I'm telling you, they get mixed up with the clothes. They end up in my son's room and they've kept them as their own toys and they never make it back. You know what else you don't need? Scent beads. Don't need those either. Just use a high quality detergent. Please buy it on sale and you're set.
I would add that you need some sort of spot stain remover also besides your laundry detergent, and you need a good washing machine. So we did invest in a Speed Queen, and the glory of the Speed Queen is they use a lot of water to wash the clothes so that they actually get clean. All these scented things, I think, are just there to mask that your clothes are not really clean and they're actually musty because not enough water was used in the washing process. So in order for your clothes to smell good, you have to add all these clothing flavors. Also, I'm really allergic to scents, so that wouldn't work anyway, but I'd rather just know that my clothes are clean, they smell like absolutely nothing, and go about my merry way.
I am really nervous to state this one publicly. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
But if you saw my freezer organization video, and if you didn't, you should because it's hilarious. I don't think I'm going to buy beef in 2025. I think I had calculated that I ended up having like 80 pounds of ground beef, let alone the 25 roasts. I vow here and now to not purchase beef in 2025 until this freezer's empty. Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
You buy a half cow, a quarter cow, or even a whole cow, you can get a really good deal on it. But if it sits in your freezer unused, that's just money sitting there that you are paying to keep cold. So if you buy in bulk like this, or you get a deer and it's in your freezer, try to make sure that you eat it all down and none of it goes to waste so that it's actually a good deal.
Add to that pasta sauce. I love to get these when they are on major sale. Check it out. $1.50. Rayo's, this giant one, 2 pounds. $1.99. You cannot beat these prices. However, the problem is, look how many I have. There are 40 up here. I don't know that I make pasta once a week, which means this pile of pasta sauce should, in theory, last me all of 2025. I am not going to be purchasing protein powder and protein drinks. The reasons for this are threefold.
Your meaning of the box is threefold.
Number one, I get sponsored by some of them and they send me a lot of products, so I do have quite a bit of backstock. Number two, I accidentally bought some on my own because I thought the flavor would be fun, equals excess product. Number three, sometimes my friends gift me one that they tried and they didn't like the flavor, leading to excess overstock. Again,
I think a lot of people don't realize how much excess overstock they actually have. I think those no-buy Januaries or shelf Septembers are really good ideas because it really opens your eyes to what you actually have and what you're actually using, because we want to use the things that we buy. And you saw, like, she probably has a couple years of protein powder sitting in her cabinet, and that represents a lot of money. She also has the 40 jars of spaghetti sauce in her basement. Now, I don't have 40 jars of spaghetti sauce in my basement because I don't have a basement, but they're out of sight. And every time you're going to the store, you're like, this is a really good deal. I should get a few for later. But then later never comes, and then that money is just sitting there and you're storing it. So if you haven't tried eating down your dry stock or the things that aren't fresh, like veggies and fruit, you should try that and see how long you can last before everything is gone. It also takes a lot less space to store food that you are constantly using all of it up. If you like videos like this, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Bye for now.